Beautiful.
All right.
So you're going to turn your mic off.
Okay.
Hey, good afternoon. This is Marc, Giles. Today, we're going to be talking to our realtor friends about 5 ways you can go from getting an accepted offer to getting in contract. And we're talking with our attorney, Warren Sussman, today. We'll be interviewing him, and he's going to share with us 5 ways that an attorney can help you get from your offer accepted, from the time you get it accepted to going to contract, like really fast, super fast, lightning fast. All right. This is going to be great. Thanks for joining us, Warren.
Thank you.
Before we get started, Warren, I just want to tell everybody these videos are for educational entertainment purposes only. It's not legal advice. It's not financial advice. If you want law advice, get a lawyer. If you want finance, call me. I'll help you out with your financing. And Warren obviously is a lawyer, so you can give him a call direct and he'll give you some advice that you need. And it's not an offer to lend or a commitment to lend. My passion is to educate home buyers about the home buying process, and this is how we do it. So our special guest today is Mr. Warren Sussman. For the last 20 years, Warren has helped hundreds of homeowners achieve their dreams of buying a house, condo, co-op, commercial properties, mixed use in New York metro area and New York State, many parts of the state. He's particularly sensitive to the needs of his clients and the realtors that represent them. And most of the clients are first-time home buyers, and he's going to explain to us about the home buying process and how we can speed that up to get our clients, your clients, more of what they need. So let's just dive in right now. So Warren, you want to tell us about your topic real quick and get started?
Yes. Thank you, Mark, and thank you for the introduction. And the reason why we're presenting this today, Mark, is because New York realtors work very, very hard. They spend a great deal of time with their clients as they want to go from offer to contract as quickly as possible.
That's right.
That is one of the #1 goals of a realtor. Okay. You know, realtors spend a lot of time and money putting these deals together, and they want this process to go as fast as possible because they deserve to get paid.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So I love working with realtors. I partner with realtors. I get all of my referrals from realtors.
Nice.
And so today I want to share with realtors my perspective on how we can make that transition from accepted offer to contract faster and more efficiently.
Excellent.
Okay?
Excellent. Yes, yes.
So here are the 5 things that I've noticed over my 20 years of practice,
Okay.
which may help a realtor move efficiently and quickly during that transition process.
Yes.
Okay. First, the transaction memo.
Okay.
So important. Everyone realizes that the seller's attorney in a real estate transaction depends on that transaction memo to get that contract prepared and typed up as quickly as possible.
Right.
Okay. So that memo should be error-free. Okay. It should be squeaky clean.
Squeaky clean. Okay.
All right. It's a great idea if the realtors, and many realtors do it already.
Yes.
Okay. But if they spend a little extra time reviewing the memo and making sure there are no errors in there.
Okay.
For example, the spelling of the name. I find
yes,
at least in 30% of the contracts that I receive, the names of the buyer or the seller are spelled incorrectly.
Oh my God.
And do you know that little error slows up the process?
Right.
Okay, because now we have to go back to the seller's attorney, explain what the error is.
Yeah.
They have to change it. And it might sound very simple. Okay, quick change the spelling of the name, no problem. But you have to realize sometimes that takes time and it delays the process.
This is true.
Okay.
Yeah.
So getting the information in the transaction memo correct is so key.
Okay.
The address, the address of the property, the address of the buyer and the seller is very, very important.
Wow, sounds simple, but I got it. It's really important.
The spelling of the name, the correct purchase price.
Oh,
how many contracts do I receive and it doesn't have the correct purchase price?
Right.
You won't believe it. Okay. The correct down payment amount. okay?
Mhm.
The correct mortgage amount also.
Mortgage, okay,
Okay.
got it. Yes, yes, yes.
These little things, you might think, hey, no problem. If there's a little error, don't worry, the attorneys will fix it up and it'll get done very quickly. But believe it or not, the more errors that are in that transaction memo,
Yeah.
The more it slows the process up for the seller's attorney to type up a correct contract so that both parties are ready to sign.
Got it.
Okay.
Yep. So the
So
purchase memo must be thoroughly complete, accurate. If it's not, that's what slows down the process.
correct. Ron.
Okay, got it.
That's one of the key things that I've noticed.
Okay, so if you get,
and it
Mhm.
only requires just a little extra review time. Okay.
right. So just let me clarify.
Okay.
You're saying that when the realtor puts the purchase memo together, just make it accurate as possible, error-free, basically. right?
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
cool. All
Okay.
right, what's next?
Okay. Second thing
Mhm.
I've noticed
Mhm.
is that the home inspection should be set up immediately. Okay, you won't believe it, but I've had many transactions
Mhm.
where the client gets, I get a referral from my agent,
Yes,
and the client will call me up and say, "Hi, my name is so and so, and I just got an accepted offer,
okay.
and I would like to retain an attorney
Mhm.
to assist me." I say, "Thank you so much. Thank you for calling me. I thank my real estate agent." However, when I ask the client, "Have you set up your home inspection?" Many times I get the answer, "No, I have not done that yet."
Oh,
That needs to be done. That is so key.
so when do you think the home inspection should be done first?
Definitely before the contract is signed, because we know that in New York State,
Mhm.
New York is a what I call a caveat emptor state.
Caveat
Where
emptor, okay.
buyer beware, meaning that all inspections need to be done before you sign the contract. Because once you sign, you're buying the home in as is condition.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So if the agents assist
Mhm.
the home buyer in getting that inspection done as quickly as possible, setting up the inspection, or recommending inspectors, I should say,
Right,
recommending inspectors so that they can move that process along
Mhm.
and get that done as quickly as possible. It will speed this transition
so,
period up.
so would you recommend that the home inspection be done prior to the buyer signing the contract?
Absolutely, 100%. Not only because it's legally
Right,
the right thing to do,
Mhm.
but also because it will speed the process up.
okay, okay.
And that's what that's our goal here.
So don't order the contract until the home inspection is done and the home buyer's satisfied with it. Then-
Well, I don't mind that the contract is being prepared right away.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay,
Mhm.
but I do would like the buyer's agent to recommend to the purchaser
Yes,
to please get the inspection set up as quickly as
Got it.
possible.
okay. So
Okay.
send the purchase memo out first
Right.
and or simultaneously as you're
Right.
preparing and sending out the purchase memo, have a home inspection ordered and ready to go. And it should be hopefully done before you start having a buyer sign a contract.
Exactly. Thank
Okay,
you.
got it. I'm with you.
Okay.
All right, yes.
All right.
All right, what's
Very
next
good.
on your list there?
Okay. So the next thing I've noticed as well, Mark,
Mhm.
is when we're dealing with a co-op,
Yeah,
and this kind of like ties in with my first point, or we're dealing with a condo.
condo or
Okay.
co-op, yes.
There are some documents in the very beginning
Mhm.
that needed to be provided to the attorney so they can do their due diligence.
Okay.
Most realtors in New York know this already. The offering plan
Yes.
and the financials, those documents,
Mhm.
if the agents, and I know many times the buyer's agent is sort of beholden to the seller's agent on
Right.
this point, because it's really a seller's agent's responsibility to try to get these documents over to the purchaser and the purchaser's attorney.
Right.
Okay.
But what you're saying is if the buyer needs it, the buyer's agent should jump in early on, get that from the listing agent and say, hey, we need the management company, we need the documents for the financials, we need the, I got you.
Exactly. Once we know there's an accepted offer,
right,
the best thing to do is to make sure that those documents, that should be one of the first, with a very high on the priority list.
I agree.
I'm dealing with a co-op and a condo.
As a mortgage loan officer, I would 100% agree on that. Because you need those documents. You need those in order to get the mortgage. And as an attorney, you need those as well to get the deal done. Okay, got it.
Exactly. So how many times have we had a co-op transaction where the purchaser's attorney says, well, I can't have my client sign the contract yet because I don't have the offering plan to review.
That's right.
Right?
Delay.
That happens a lot. And we know that if those documents are provided from the start, okay, if the buyer's agent can make sure that those documents are readily available before that contract is even prepared, we're going to speed this process up.
Exactly.
Okay.
Got it.
Because we also know in a co-op and a condo situation, although I'm an attorney and sometimes I will recommend that an inspection gets done, in most cases, an inspection doesn't get done.
That's right.
So we know that process is skipped in the co-op and condo situation.
True. Right.
And the only thing that really holds up the process are those due diligence documents.
I would agree.
If they're provided as quickly as possible, we can get to contract that much quicker.
I would agree. In fact, I would, if anybody's a listing agent out there and you're listing condos or co-ops, when you're listing the condo or co-op, you need to get the management company's number, the name, the contact person there. And if there's a fee to collect those documents, a lot of management companies charge that. You should find that out. So when the buyer comes along, you have everything prepared so that they can move forward and get all of those documents quickly, pay the fee and get those documents.
Exactly.
All right. And usually those documents are the insurance, the offering plan, because the building insurance, the offering plan, and the financials.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
And most lenders are going to have a condo questionnaire. They need to be filled out. You can even call the lender and say, hey, get us a copy of the condo questionnaire so we can get that process started.
Right. And that helps the lending process go a lot quicker because every lender requires that in a co-op lending or condo lending situation.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely right. All right. What's next? Do you have anything else you wanted to add to that?
Yes, I do. Really important. And I ask all my agents to really focus on this point. Okay.
Yes.
I noticed that what slows the process up from accepted offer to contract many times is the contract deposit amount.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What winds up happening is sometimes the buyer's agent and the seller's agents, they don't really discuss the contract deposit amount. And sometimes it does get discussed.
Yes.
Okay. But if the contract deposit isn't pre-negotiated.
Yes.
Okay. Many times what winds up happening is the seller's attorney will automatically put the 10% standard deposit on the contract. And if my client, if I'm the buyer's attorney and my client is going for an FHA loan, we know that they're not going to put 10% down on contract.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
This has happened to me so many times, and just simply not discussing the down payment amount on contract before we go into contract slows that process up. If the parties would just communicate, the buyer's agent and the listing agent just communicate with each other and say, hey, you know what? My client is going for an FHA loan and the max they're going to put down is 3.5%.
Right.
Okay. And we want to use that as the contract deposit also, because that's all they have in their savings account.
Bingo. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that's discussed beforehand, we save a whole period of time.
All of the back and forth stops.
You don't want the lawyers going back and forth arguing over what the contract deposit is.
Right. That's
It's
a waste
just
of
silly.
time.
It's a waste of time. So if that gets ironed out from the get-go,
Yep.
I guarantee you can move from accepted offer to contract so much quicker
Wow.
than
That's
in
good.
many cases.
Yes, 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 yes. All right.
Okay.
Okay, this is good. And I agree with that. I'm a mortgage guy, and all of these little things do add up. And what we do also is, as a mortgage loan officer, I ask for the purchase memo. I need a copy of it so I can see all of the parties, so we can send you out all the updates and everything. So if things aren't accurate in the beginning, it does slow the process down.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. So I want to thank you, Warren. I think, is that it? Or did you want to add anything else?
The fifth point
Mhm.
that I wanted to bring up is that it's really, really important for the buyer's agent
Mhm.
in a contract situation to inform the attorney as to who the mortgage representative is
Right.
and their contact information. Okay.
Yes, yes,
It's
yes.
very, very important to get that information from the very start.
I agree.
And it saves a lot of time from going from accepted offer into contract, because if the attorney is well aware of what type of financing
Mhm.
is being obtained and the mortgage amount, then the attorney again can match that up with what's in the contract
Exactly.
and make sure that it's consistent with the contract.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
indeed. Yes.
If the attorney's unaware and then you go into contract signing and the contract gets signed, and then we later find out that, hey, you know what, that mortgage amount is not correct in
Oh,
there.
God.
And
Yeah.
my client is not going for conventional
That's not
financing.
good. Yeah.
And by the way, there's a seller's concession.
Oh,
Okay.
all of that should be in the purchase memo.
That should be in the purchase memo.
Absolutely.
So this does tie in with point number one.
Right.
But the attorney can verify all that information too,
Mhm.
directly with the mortgage representative as well.
That's a fact.
Okay.
Yes.
So
yes,
that's
yes,
a
yes.
really, really important point. If these 5 points that I just mentioned are
Mhm.
followed, I guarantee all of the agents that are listening to me now, you will go from accepted offer into contract much quicker than you normally would have in the past.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I totally agree. Okay, so real quick, I'm just going to recap it for you. Number one was the co-op information on the purchase memo should be should contain everything, right? The co-op purchase memo, thorough, complete, no errors.
That's whether it's a co-op, condo, or a home. The
Got it.
purchase memo, if every realtor takes a little time just to make sure that there are no inaccuracies, no errors in there, it will speed up the process.
All right. Number two, co-op information for co-op and condo. We want to collect all of the documents from the condo management company, have the information from the condo management company readily available.
Yes.
For the attorney and the mortgage guy.
Yes.
Right.
If every agent makes sure that the offering plan and the last 2 years financials,
Yes.
at least those two, are provided to the buyer's attorney.
Yes.
From the get-go, from the very start.
Yes.
Okay. From like 5 minutes after your accepted offer. I mean, you got to get on it that quickly.
Yeah.
Then I guarantee you that process is going to move quicker into contract.
Beautiful. Okay, that's the condo. And then the fourth thing was the home inspection.
Yes, the home inspection. Again, I know a lot of realtors already know this, okay, but there are many times, in my experience, you wouldn't believe how many times where I expect my new client that's been referred to me by one of my fantastic realtors, my new client will tell me, I don't have a home inspection set up yet. And I'm saying, well, what are you waiting for?
Right. The advice here
It should be automatic. Accepted offer.
Yes.
Home inspection gets set up immediately.
That's it.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
Bingo. Immediately. Okay. And the last one, obviously, reiterate, is no inaccuracies. There should be no inaccuracies find out if there's a seller concession, what exactly the down payment is going to be. Find out those little things, put them on the purchase memo.
Well, 2 points out of that. Here
Yes.
were the 2 points. One is negotiate that deposit
Right.
before you go into contract.
Got
Okay?
it. Yes.
Negotiate it immediately.
Mhm.
Okay? Do not wait. Okay? Because if you do wait, again, the seller's attorney is just going to write down in the contract that it's a 10% deposit,
Right.
and it's going to be insensitive to your client's needs, because if your client is going for an FHA
That's a
loan
big,
or is going for a 5% conventional loan, you're going to waste time.
yeah, that's
okay?
not fair. That's not fair.
That's not
yeah,
fair.
Okay.
Okay. And the fifth point is make sure that the attorney has the mortgage representative's information from the very start, the loan officer's name, contact information. Obviously, most agents have their pre-approval ready.
Mhm.
The pre-approval is great,
Right.
and many times it does have the information for the
This is
loan
true.
officer
Yeah,
on
yes,
it,
yes.
but sometimes it doesn't. Make sure your attorney's educated and has the information as to who the mortgage representative, mortgage company, and all of the contact information is, so they can just verify that the financing that's stated in the contract
Mhm.
is accurate as well.
Exactly. All right.
Okay.
Warren, I want to thank you for coming out today, sharing this vital information for our realtors. They're very important. Realtors work hard. They deserve to get paid, as you said.
Thank
and
you.
we do a lot of partnering, as I do, with a lot of realtors. And we want to get you guys the information that you need in order to make the right choices and the right decisions to get these deals done fast.
Thank you.
Finally, I just want to say, if you need there's no cost to reach out to myself or Warren. If you need help, information, anytime, please give us a call. What's your best phone number, Warren?
My best phone number is always my cell phone. I'm not afraid as an attorney to give my cell phone number out, as many people are, but my number is area code 914-484-4878.
Okay, there it is. You got the number. Give him a call. Warren represents buyers. I represent buyers. Mortgages. He does the legal work. And look forward to working with you. Check us out. All right. My number is 917-721-5415. And I'm always here ready for you to call. All right. Have a good day. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. We're off.
We